In my previous lectures or previous videos, we have discussed about these two weathering, that is physical weathering and chemical weathering. Lot of agents and processes are there. Please follow those video links in the description. Now we have finished the physical weathering and chemical weathering. Now let us discuss about biological weathering. So what is biological weathering? It is unlike physical weathering. The physical and chemical weathering, biological weathering, it is a agents involved by the living organisms. So what happened here? What happened means both the decomposition and disintegration of rocks were happening. So I want to say in physical weathering, what is happening there? There is only disintegration. The bigger size of the rocks are coming into smaller pieces. So smaller pieces and a surface area will be increases. Later, that smaller size will be facilitated will be taken advantage by the chemical weathering. Decomposition takes place, altering of chemical nature of that particular rock. In biological weathering, what happened means with the help of these agents like a human involvement and earthworms and other termites and plants, what happened, it leads to the formation of both decomposition and disintegration will takes place in biological weathering. Biological means involvement of living organisms in weathering process. Okay, so this is for your preparation purpose. And what is the role of fauna? What is the role of fauna in fauna means it's nothing but your animal involvement. In this fauna or animal environment, the disintegration of rocks mostly happen when due to the human involvement. What happened? We used to cut the hills and rocks forever, and we used to build the roads and dams by the humans. So ultimately, what is happening? This leads to the formation of some weathering role will be taken place by the humans. Coming to animals, burrowing animals, very small like earthworms. What happened? Their excreta and other excreta contains some mild acids like carbonic acids or some acids will be released by the earthworms or some other animal dwellers in the soil that leads to the decomposition of rock. Again, ants and termites, which builds the galleries and passages carrying material from upper to lower or lower to upper horizons. This is how the animal or a fauna plays a major role in a weathering process. This is for your preparation notes. And coming to the flora, flora is nothing but your plants. How the plants plays a major role in weatherings. Take example of this. See this image pictures. The roots of the plants penetrate into the small cracks of the roots, and they grow together. What happen? Excrete and destructive the force due to which hardened rocks break down into small pieces. As you can see here, as these roots are going inside, as they grow up on the rock, this go very in deep into the stones. And what happens? Stones, sorry, or rocks. What do you say? So it leads to the breakdown of those hard rocks. Again, what happened? Root produces these roots due to the penetration of these roots inside the rocks. These roots, roots will be in respiration mode and forms a very solubilizing acids like carbonic acid will form, and this will be dissolved or solubilize the minerals which contains inside the rock. And ultimately what happened, the decomposition of organic matter, when the plants dies, what happened, their body will be decomposes and organic matter due to the microbial activity produces several products which plays a major role in chemical weathering. That means, well, decomposition, some weak acids or strong acids will be released by the decomposed plant body, and that may pave the way for the chemical weathering. This is how the floral plays a major role in a biological weathering. And this is your reading notes. So finally, I want to conclude one thing, that is both physical and chemical and biological weathering process occur simultaneously. We cannot say that if physical weathering is happening means chemical weathering will be stopped or biological weathering will be stopped. All these combined effort will be there. If I want to discuss, see, imagine if there is a in physical weathering, physical condition, if the rock is very very corrosive, what happens? It will be easily the water will be flows and it easily weather in a physical mode, and this will leads to what happened taken advantage by the some solution like weak acids produced by the chemical weathering. And later if any animals like earthworms or rabbits, what do you say, whatever the animal dwellers are there, that will be act simultaneously. Like this, if one weathering, all three weathering combinedly will act simultaneously in the nature. Likewise, different chemical weathering process occur simultaneously and interdependent. So this is the conclusion, and thank you very much, and please subscribe.